On September 12, 2012, 4 Americans died in Benghazi. This week brought a new set of questions. Among them, should the military have responded more quickly and forcefully? Or was that impossible under the circumstances? October 24th, the State Department.
We are intent on figuring out who did this and bringing the perpetrators to justice, but I'm not going to get into the details.
Details are trickling out. A suspect jailed in Tunisia, another killed by Egyptian police, another identified but still free in Benghazi. Meantime, a number of former national security officials, from Republican administrations to be sure, start asking questions about the response to the attack.
You don't just passively allow Americans to remain under attack for 8 hours of time when you have forces within range and do nothing.
One is Bud McFarlane, National Security Advisor to President Reagan.
The Secretary of Defense was in the White House at 5 o'clock within an hour of when the attack started. He could have told him, yes, we have special operations people and F-18 aircraft that could be deployed right away. To have known what he had available, to have known that Americans were under fire, and to have done nothing is dereliction of duty that I have never seen in a president of any party. Outrageous.
That's pretty strong stuff.
Well, Bret, it is strong. I wouldn't say that if there was any ambiguity about the conditions on the ground. But there really wasn't. Americans were being killed. You must respond. That is your duty. You're the commander-in-chief.
There's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking going on here.
October 25th. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta responds to the growing chorus of criticism.
Basic principle is that you don't deploy forces into harm's way without knowing what's going on, without having some real-time information about what's taking place.
Panetta declined our request for an interview. So did National Security Advisor Tom Donilon.
Mr. Donilon with Fox News, would you be willing to answer some questions about Benghazi, please?
Good morning, guys. Why don't you get me off the call?
In fact, a special reports investigates interview request for any White House official went unanswered.
We're not Harry Potter. We're all of a sudden with a wand we can appear in Libya suddenly.
So we turn to former Congressman Joe Sestak, a Pennsylvania Democrat who's also a retired 3-star admiral. The F-16s and the Special Forces and the Navy destroyers were in the neighborhood for Benghazi.
But the logistics there, in order to have people from the airfield, if they're coming in to transport, move them over there. You have a whole scheme of things to work through. I've read these accounts, and I think people who were there would have done anything to get there, but it does take some planning.
On October 26th, the father of former Navy SEAL Tyrone Woods, who was killed in action at the annex in Benghazi, went on Fox News America Live to respond to reports that the CIA operators requested help during the firefight and were denied.
Those people who made the decision and who knew about the decision and lied about it are murderers of my son.
And then President Obama does an interview with a local Denver reporter.
Were they denied requests for help during the attack?
Well, we are finding out exactly what happened. I guarantee you that everybody in the State Department, our military, CIA, you name it, had #1 priority making sure that people were safe. These are our folks.
I find it astounding. I find it a lack of leadership.
Republican Senator John McCain says the military should have been prepared to respond long ago.
Why in the world, after 2 previous attacks on the embassy, with deteriorating security, even the alarms being sounded by the ambassador, on September 11th, why wouldn't we have our forces on an alert status so that they could respond?
You think the White House is covering something up?
I think they're either grossly incompetent or covering up, and I don't know which is worse.
In the 2008 Democratic primary, candidate Hillary Clinton famously ran her 3 a.m. ad. Its message was simple. Late at night, when the rest of us are safely asleep, it's the president who gets the call when a crisis erupts in the world, and it's the president who must decide what to do. It's impossible to know what would have happened in Libya if we'd done things differently. It seems painfully clear, though, that not enough was done before, during, or after the attack in Benghazi to make us truly feel safe in this dangerous world. That's our program. I'm Bret Baier.